and get themselves back on track.
And Washington going with a whole new group here. Some changes for Chicago. Here's Gobert. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
.55 seconds left in the first quarter. Valanciunas with a screen on Starks. Valanciunas in the high post. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. The drive by Scott. It's good. This game is all even. Scott's got his first 2 points.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And it's Young. That time on the assist by Lillard.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Inside. Redick. Good.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
And that is Young again.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
So it's a tie game as we end the first. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after it. That's how they've piled up all the points.
And it's Washington's ball. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Chicago right now, Corey Joseph is out there with Joe Dumars. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Chandler. And it's Fareed in at the power forward.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in the game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Here's Joseph. Following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Leonard with the steal. Here's Westbrook. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Washington leading now by 6. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Washington.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Thompson misses.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
Westbrook kicks it to Noah. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And Washington leads by 11.
Cannot be happy with how things have gone during this run. I think it's a good decision to take a break.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he had to do something. They're getting buffaloed and beat up. He couldn't let that continue. He had to call the timeout there.
Chicago calls timeout. Chicago making some changes. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Kenneth Faried. Dudley comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And it's Jackson in for Joe Dumars. Now here's Joseph. Thompson passes to Dudley. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Chris Middleton's checked in for Washington. Here's Joseph. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. That one on Thompson. Chicago shooting their first free throws of this game. That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. Washington leading now by 10. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Chandler. Good D by Thompson.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
On the wing, Thompson. Rebounded by Jackson.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Passes it to Chandler. Outside Jackson. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. So it's Washington now. Thompson dishes to Westbrook. Open shot, Thompson. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 6 assists now in the game.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
And Washington going with a whole new group here. They set the pick. The dish to Mirotic. It's stolen by Gobert. Stolen by Bledsoe. There's the triple. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Starks. The long distance three is buried. Starks has got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, they're getting a bunch more threes up here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and they're getting trigger happy. You can't win the game with one shot. You've got to vary it up. Challenge the defense.
Washington with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
For Washington, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. The drive by Gobert. Nice D from Valanciunas. Here's Washington. They're on a 19-4 run. Here's Mirotic. And it's off the back rim. No good. Chicago trails by 15. Here's Lillard. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
And Redick kicks to Antetokounmpo. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum.
And so we conclude the first half. Washington leads by 15. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Washington leading now by 15. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Thompson is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Noah. And it's Chandler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
And Joseph kicks to Fareed. Stolen by Noah. Here's Westbrook.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
And the shot is good.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Stolen by Fareed. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And Dumars with the basket on the assist by Chandler.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Westbrook kicks to Thompson. Sinks the three-pointer. Thompson's got 8 points.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Here's Leonard.
Boy, you got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man down.
You know, Clark, and even then, he might just go over it.
He could.
Look at this. Check out the elevation he gets.
Wow, I tell you, I just cannot get enough of those kind of plays. What a rim wrecker.
Back to Thompson. Nice ball movement by Washington. Chandler, the pass to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Leonard kicks to Chandler. Chandler with the steal. To the paint. Ball's knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. And finished off by Westbrook. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
Chicago calls timeout.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
And Washington making a change here. Chalmers is checked in. Jackson, he's checked in for Chicago. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Down low. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Noah. Here's Leonard. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Leonard's got 9.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here. It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team is underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
For Washington, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the first one drops.
Checking out the game Klay Thompson is having. He has 9 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Valanciunas, who's checked in for Washington. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Kawhi Leonard.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Inside. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Starks, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Back to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Chalmers dishes to Noah. There's the pass to Thompson. Stolen by Dudley. Nobody near Lillard. Rebounded by Chalmers. Washington leading now by 21. Here's Thompson. Some solid defense right there from Starks.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
To the middle. Gobert. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Plain one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up higher.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Lillard. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Washington out in front, running away with it. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. So for Chicago right now, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Kenneth Faried. Then it's Corey Joseph. Then it's Joe Dumars. And it's Chandler in at the 5 spot.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And Joseph kicks to Faried. There's the screen. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Well, I love that sweet up fake, Kevin. It worked like a charm there and gave him a clear path to the lane and then to the hoop.
Well, that move is one of the prettiest out there if you can pull it off. No good from Beasley.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Dumars misses. Washington leading now by 19 points. Here's Bledsoe. Chandler trying to free himself up. Not enough on that one as it misses. And it's Kidd-Gilchrist penetrating. Excellent D there from Beasley. Here's Bledsoe. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Joakim Noah's checked in for Michael Beasley.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Washington. Now here's Joseph. Defense is right there. Faried outside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Timeout call.
Washington calls timeout. Westbrook with it. Feeds it to Redick. Offensive rebound. Noah kicks to Redick. Good, and a nice assist from Noah.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Redick with the three. Leonard the pass to Noah. And the wide open shot from Redick. Hands it from downtown. Redick's got 6 here in this quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Westbrook dishes to Noah. Back to Westbrook. And there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
And Washington making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That's his first foul. Chicago making a switch here. Lillard's checked in.
Checking in for the Chicago team.
Chicago calls timeout.
Timeout call. Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. He dishes it to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Noah. He kicks it to Leonard. Puts up a three. Chicago grabs the miss. Fareed's got his 4th rebound in this one. Dumars. And again, Chicago. No good.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Washington.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, some toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin. Quite honestly, they were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Russell Westbrook. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Leonard kicks to Thompson. And there's the call on Chandler.
Yeah, pretty much figured he was going to quit. Shocked it took him this long to quit. He was actually kind of sorry. He was taking bad shots and shooting out of range and stuff. So I don't think he's most terrible player, but he was kind of playing.
I don't think you want to get rich.
Figure that outcome.
You don't really want it.
Whooped.
You ain't really trying to get rich. Nah, you don't really want it. Now you don't want that late night gas with no break, like crash in the daylight. I see it in your face. You don't want that blood, sweat, tears.